Hey, thanks for watching 2 News at 6 tonight. There's been 6 new fires across Utah just within the last 24 hours, and that includes one in Mountain Green.
Due to hot temperatures and strong winds, our largest fire, the Monroe Canyon Fire, is growing hot and fast. The flames have now charred more than 55,000 acres, and containment right now gone down to just 7%. There are more than 1,200 first responders on the front lines tonight.
Now, we do have team coverage for you of Utah's intense wildfire season and the impact the flames are having on families.
Brian Cheney is first up tonight. He's live near the front lines of the Monroe Canyon Fire. And Brian, any changes today for the better?
Heidi, I would say yes, a lot has changed today better. For example, I'm standing in an area that was really testing fire crews late into the evening and overnight, even throughout the day today. There are no fire crews in sight here. I'm in what you would call the black, so an area that the fire is either burned through or has been burned against other fire via backfiring. Over here, still some smoldering in this spot to show the proximity over to SR 24, which was closed overnight and finally reopened today. This whole area has been burned out either by the fire moving towards the road or by firefighters fighting fire with fire. We saw them doing that earlier today. On my side over here, this fence post jumps over to tribal land jurisdiction. We're right on the Paiute Tribe Reservation. Further up the hillside, extremely active fire. Helicopters hitting that, hand crews driving up access roads and trying to get to that location. What we're seeing as a benefit, not as much intense, erratic fire behavior as we saw around this time yesterday. So I think the crews are able to feel a little bit better about where things are right now. We've been on all sides of this fire, talking to community members about how they've been feeling over the last couple of weeks. Of course, Monroe really got it first with the fire ignition source starting near Monroe Canyon. That area looks really good. Then the fire has exhibited signs of extreme fire behavior over towards the Burrville area, which is still evacuated tonight. Fire crews have a lot of focus there. So each and every person I spoke to in these communities remain hopeful through the power outages, through the situations of tough smoke conditions, and the flames looming in their backyard, wondering if everything will be okay. I caught up with a business owner today in downtown Monroe who's thankful that this community has banded together for one another.
We were sent a letter saying check in on your elderly neighbors to see what they need if they had to evacuate. And I just thought how grateful I am to be in this community where people really are looking out for each other that way.
So fire crews that you're seeing in the video here, this is basically where I'm standing. They were working along SR 24 today, which has remained open throughout the day without pilot cars escorting. And if we can bring you back out here live, you're seeing one of the helicopters that's been dipping out of the Casherim Reservoir all day, working on certain strategic areas of this fire. And as the sun starts to go behind some clouds, it gives us a better perspective of the smoke is really settling as well. There's no large columns. There's no large pyrocumulus clouds. There's no dramatic moments that we're seeing on this side of the fire, which was an area of concern last night and tonight. So again, the area I'm standing here, just to recap, this is the black. Unclear if they'll call this contained tonight, but we're hoping to see some changes, hopefully for the better in some of those numbers.